Hey there guys, hopefully you're all well today and welcome to a truly exciting and special announcement that we've been waiting to share with you guys for the past 9 to 10 weeks, isn't it, around about. And it is, guys, that we are having a baby. As you guys can see, once the autofocus is all done, there you go.
We have to get in the frame, you see, to do
Yeah, so
this.
once Hat leaves the frame.
Oh, look at this.
There you go. Hold on. There you go. See,
So
the
we've
camera.
mastered this now.
This has taken 12... How long
No,
has it
more than
taken?
that,
12 attempts?
About 15 attempts
My
now.
God, it's incredible.
Just show the picture. In fact, one attempt, Matt just had his arm up for about 7 minutes, didn't he?
My arm, it's really aching right now after
And it was
holding
only
the
when we
scan.
figured out that we both needed to be like close to each other
Literally,
in the frame.
it's
that
insanity. Like,
then it would work.
it's so life changing and phenomenal, isn't it? It's incredible.
Yeah. So I told Matt, I think I was about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, around that time. But it was an interesting day, wasn't it?
Please don't tell them the story. Oh no.
No, he wants me to tell the story. So what happened was, so we're renovating our house at the moment. We've just bought, like, it's basically a shell of a house and it's got nothing in it. And this one day I had to go out and like buy all the bathroom stuff and choose it all. And anyway, in the morning, like I just did the test and it was so unclear. Like I didn't know whether it was me wanting to see it or actually being there. And I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to get your hopes up because I knew how long you wanted a baby for. We both wanted a baby for. Yeah, like we've been talking about this for what, a year?
Yeah, a year, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah. And I'd say, like, do you want to share this? Like,
Where's this going?
actively trying for like 6 months. I don't know whether to share that. It might be a bit appropriate.
Too late. Brilliant.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. But that was the day that I went out, and anyway, I was carrying this test. This is terrible actually. I was carrying this test round, and I was so unsure with what to do with it. But anyway, I ended up buying like 10 more tests that day. Coming back after like 7 hours of being out, choosing all the bathroom stuff, and then taking another one and then showing you.
I mean,
You thought I was gonna give you a McDonald's. I told Matt to close his eyes.
oh my God.
I was like, close your eyes. And then I handed it to you and you're like, oh, I thought it was a McDonald's.
I was like, well, before you showed me the pregnancy test, I was like, you know, while my eyes are closed, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a Big Mac meal. Is it going to have some maybe, you know, McFlurry maybe? And then I opened my eyes and then lo and behold, it's a pregnancy test.
You still didn't know what it was. I still had to tell you.
Yeah, at first, like, is that a pen? Why do I need a pen? I can type, you know? But no,
They're actually really subtle. You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know,
if you've
actually.
never seen one, you would
You
have
really
no
wouldn't
idea.
know. And yeah, it was one that, yeah, that definitely was an eye-opener. And then obviously to see, like, it said, well, pregnant, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
it was, I think I didn't speak or like for 5 minutes. I was celebrating, but I was just so shocked. I was like, oh my God. Then I sprinted around the kitchen, like I was sprinting, celebrating. And obviously then we both were just going crazy, weren't we?
Yeah,
Which is
we
incredible. Absolutely amazing.
And then because I had all day to adjust to the possibility of having a baby and actually being pregnant. But that was the thing, because when I told Matt, the first thing I wanted to do was go and tell my mum and dad. Like, I was like, I can't wait, I'm so excited, I just want to tell them. And you were just like, no, I want to process, I want to sit down for a minute, chill out.
I need to,
I need to process.
I need to process.
I need to process.
Really calm.
So that was it. We just sat in the lounge and yeah.
We just we processed it, man.
For an hour, 2 hours.
It really was. It might have been
Rang
more than that,
everyone.
honestly. I think we had a few hours just realizing that wow, we are having a baby. And if you've been through that yourself before, you probably relate to that. And yeah, it's so life changing and it's phenomenal. Honestly, fantastic.
Yeah. So it hasn't been as straightforward as we'd liked it to have been though, because at 5 weeks I started getting like pains and like cramps and stuff. So I ended up going to the hospital and having an emergency scan. And it turned out that I had a subchorionic hematoma, which is a really well, mine was a really large blood clot, but they can vary in size. And there's not really much that they can advise you to do, but it means that it's a high risk pregnancy. And it was really tough because we both weren't expecting it. Honestly, I was expecting to turn up and they were going to say, "You're being dramatic. Shut up."
You've been on Google too much.
Like, yeah, you've been on Google too much. Sit down. But I was shocked. It was something that we both weren't expecting. And it was hard because I had to do it without Matt there. You would have loved to have gone. But at that time, we weren't allowed your partner in to scans. And yeah, I'm really glad that the rules have changed now, because I don't want anyone to go through like that or anything worse than that. Like, I can't even imagine if it was, you know, even worse than that. You've got to sit through that by yourself and not have anyone there. And it was a really, really tough day. And it made it even worse because at that point, it was before your driving test. I think it was.
The timing.
So you weren't insured on my car or anything. So I had to drive myself back, because you can't like ask your family to drive you back or your friends or anything. So driving back with that knowledge was hard, because they basically left us in this limbo for a week of, it's not their fault, but like they didn't give me this, like, by the way. I'm not blaming anyone, it's me. It's my body. But they, you know, they said there's nothing really we can do, but you sort of need to adjust your expectations and you need to be realistic about it. Don't get too carried away, but at the same time, don't lose hope. So it's like a 50-50. That's how I saw it at that point. And it was really tough. It was a really horrendous week of unknowing, just like not knowing what was going to happen. And I spent a lot of time on Google again. I did.
Hattie loves Google.
Well, no, I don't actually, not anymore. But no, there was a lot of advice there. And just for like anyone that is going through this, what helped me, because mine's basically dissolved now, which is incredible. Like, so thankful.
Amazing, yeah.
Because that doesn't always happen. But what helped me was for the last, I'm going to say 3 months, maybe less than that, because this was 5 weeks. Actually, no, it's 2 months. It's 2 months. 1 month, 1.5, I don't know, 6 weeks. I have just had bed rest. I haven't exercised, which has killed me.
Frustrating.
It has. I love exercise and I love weightlifting and stuff, but this is way more important to me. Like, I don't want to do anything that would risk this. So that's basically what I did, and then went back after the next week and had the next scan, and that's when they said there was a heartbeat, etc., and the blood clot was starting to dissolve at 6 weeks. But at this point, we're good.
We're good.
We've gone for 2 scans together. So I did 2 scans on my own because Matt wasn't allowed. COVID. They were the NHS ones. And then we've had 2 private scans since, just because the NHS won't fit you in until you're 12 weeks. And even though I'm 12 weeks now, they still wouldn't fit me in at 12. They wanted to fit me in at 13 weeks just because of availability and stuff. But we didn't want to wait that long. We were like, no, we're just going to book a scan and go for it.
We've got to go for it.
To be fair, the place that we have been going to is incredible.
Fantastic, really isn't it? It's in Burscough? I think it's in Burscough, isn't it? Super reassuring place, like calm. It's so calm. You walk in, it's like,
She's
this is
lovely. The woman
tranquil.
is so nice.
It's calm. She's lovely. So sound.
And just to share that together was just so special, because they can give you the proper time there. The problem is, because of the NHS being quite like understaffed, not overstaffed.
Yeah.
I wish. Understaffed. They can't really spend much time with you. So as soon as your appointment's over, which is about a 5-minute slot, that's it. Next one, in and out, in and out. Whereas this place, they can spend 15 minutes with you at least, you know, proper time to go over things and reassure you and talk about stuff. And to go in with you and see the baby on this, it was incredible. Because I hadn't seen the baby for 4 weeks.
Yeah, and that's a long time. That's a long time to wait. And also, when you go to these kind of places, like, you kind of need that reassurance and that time, because when it's more clinical, it's like you feel a bit, you might have more questions and stuff. Whereas, they really just like went through everything. And obviously, like,
That was at 10 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah, 10 weeks.
That scan that you went to. When we saw the baby and the baby was moving so much, and she said, because we didn't see it at first because it didn't come on the screen, and then she said to us, your baby's moving so much.
Very active.
And then we just saw these like arms and legs, and no, it was incredible.
It really was. And
we were both
to see like our baby on the screen for the first time with the scan, I nearly fainted.
Yeah, you did.
I had to get fresh air. I was like, this is just overwhelming. It's absolutely amazing. And we were both full of tears. I was just, I've never cried as happy as that ever. And even now it's like, wow, it's emotional to think of. But to see your baby the first time, like at that scan, unbelievable. And so life-changing, incredible.
Third for me.
Yeah.
So we had the 5 and 6 weeks NHS, then 10 and 12 with the private place, and it's so worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, so worth it.
And it was lovely.
It was amazing to share this, honestly. Like, this is just wow. I need to take a breather. Hold on. So obviously, guys, a big question I'm sure a lot of you might have is, what names have we come up with? Or
we don't even know.
We don't even
know the biological gender yet.
we haven't gone there. We don't even know if it's a boy or girl yet.
We've got to wait. Hey,
we need to wait.
Can't be naming the baby Matt if the biological gender's the girl. Come on now. We've just got to.
Yeah, I think I think you are probably better with names, to be fair.
Oh, clearly. Matt's names are atrocious. We had to sit in the kitchen and properly discuss this. And the names he picked,
oh wow,
terrible. Because I like the really traditional old English names. I do. Some are very out of fashion now, and we're about to bring them back in.
One of our dogs.
Is exciting.
One of our dogs is called Mary.
One of our dogs is called Mary, if you're going to say.
Mary. She's here somewhere.
Do you remember when we took her into Dobbies?
Oh,
we
yeah.
took her into the garden centre, and there's this little 9-year-old woman, and she came up to me and she said, "What's her name?" And I said, "Oh, it's Mary." And she's like, "That's my name."
Yeah, it was coincidence as hell.
I know.
Dobby's breakfast, by the way, how great are they? Wow.
It's alright. Yeah, it's not best of mine, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, of course.
But we're not going to be sharing the names, unfortunately. Not yet. If you're close friends and family, you'll know already. But because we have picked both.
We picked
of
a
them.
few, and one of my suggestions, which was a joke.
You're not saying it.
It was a joke. I was like, how about Keith if it's a boy?
Oh, okay, all right.
And
no.
But I think that got thrown out the idea box.
I don't think you'd want no. No, I don't think so.
I don't think
the problem is,
Keith would work.
Let's not say the names that we don't like, because there's a lot of people.
Keith.
There's going to be someone out there called Keith. You know this.
We love you, Keith. If you're Keith on this video, hope you're all good. Legend.
We've planned everything. We've been designing the baby room. We haven't bought anything yet, but I have picked the wallpaper. I have.
I tried to say, how about Liverpool wallpaper, but that just no go.
There's a 50% chance that this baby's not going to like football. If the baby takes after me, the baby's not going to like football.
That's true. Wow. You do know some more players though, but...
Yeah, only because I subliminally hear them all the time from you, and it just gets in my head.
Who's our goalkeeper?
Alison Beckett.
Oh my god. Come on. Wow. Bloody hell.
I hate this so much. I know all the names. And then when I don't know a name, I'm like, who's that? What's his name?
Like,
why is he on the pitch?
Was that Trent making that great crossfield pass? Was that Reed you scored in the Champions League? Yeah. Well then, guys, that will wrap up this video. We are having a baby, and we are so excited for this time in our lives, and hopefully
everything's good. We got the all clear, so that's brilliant.
Yeah, literally. It's been obviously an eventful few months, and to bring this news to you guys is life-changing. Again, we'll try and autofocus for you guys. Watch. Oh, wow, first time?
There we go.
Wow. But yeah, that is our baby, guys. Honestly, hopefully you've enjoyed this massive announcement from myself and Hat Guys. And anything else to say?
No.
Have a special day. Take care, guys.